Okay, heart, I got you. Okay, I got you. Let's just look at the outside of the heart for a second, right? So down here is called the apex. So see how the heart's like kind of sitting at a diagonal? So the upside of this diagonal here is the left side. Over here, see how it's kind of like slanting down? This is, oh my God, I'm dumb. No, I'm not. Right side. Okay, so over here is your left side, right? And over here's your right side. This big guy with these three little fingers, this is your aorta, right? So that's your aortic artery. It's the biggest artery in the body. Over here, superior vena cava, because it's coming from like your head, basically all the deoxygenated blood from your cerebral veins and facial veins and like your all the stuff from above the heart drains into the superior vena cava, and everything from the lower part of your body drains into the inferior vena cava. So this is a vein. So deoxygenated blood comes into the right side of the heart. Okay. Systemic circulation is when oxygenated blood goes to the whole body, and then it comes back when it's deoxygenated and it goes back to the heart. Pulmonary circulation is basically how blood gets reoxygenated. It goes into the lungs, and then the oxygenated blood comes back into the left part of the heart. So veins are when it's going in, and arteries are kind of like oxygenated blood going out. Okay. Let's talk inside of the heart. All right. This is not that scary. So remember, if you ever need a landmark, here is your aorta, right? Like always just look for these three things. That's your aorta. This is artery, so oxygenated blood. This is your superior vena cava. This is your inferior vena cava, and it's going into see, here's your apex over here. So this is left side of the heart, see, left. And this is your right side of the heart, right, because we got that. All right, so when we're talking about the inside of the heart, we have the outside, this layer. Let's see, I would like to find a better picture, but okay. This is the epicardium, so it's like the outside lining of the heart. The myocardium is the muscular layer of the heart. So this is what contracts. Endocardium is the interior lining of the heart, yeah? These fibrous valves, this is your valve. So see how this one has like 1, 2, well, this is 1, 2, 3, right? I know, I see, this is, don't worry about that one right now. This is your tricuspid valve, and it belongs to the right side of the heart. This is your mitral valve. It belongs to the left side of the heart. Up here, see this area? This is your right atrium, right? When this tricuspid valve is basically open, which is during ventricular systole, so this atria at this point during atrial systole is contracting because it's pushing blood into the right side of the ventricle. So blood, let's just say, for instance, deoxygenated blood comes from the legs into the inferior vena cava. It's going to go first into the right atrium. So I'm also going to put, you have like this, and then you have depolarization, and then you've got this P wave here is when this atria it's squeezing. Right before the ventricles, which are down here, which are the big cavities, are deep. We'll talk about that. But this P wave corresponds to atrial contraction. So when this little bump is happening, that is this atria squeezing and having blood flow through this tricuspid valve into this, look how big this space is, into the right ventricle. Then the right ventricle during diastole, so during this, during ventricular systole, which is the contraction, it's going to send blood through this valve, the pulmonary valve, through this pulmonary trunk here, and it's going to go to the lungs. So let's go back to the other photo real quick. It goes, basically imagine we have the chambers and it's going to the lungs. Once it's coming back from the lungs, it's coming into the left pulmonary veins. These veins are the only arteries that are called, they're not arteries. This is the only place where oxygenated blood is going to enter a vein. Because it's oxygenated, but it's coming back to the heart. And it's coming back to this teeny tiny little left atrium. And during this little P wave, this atria is gonna, through the bicuspid valve into the ventricle, right? Into the left ventricle, which is smaller. And then the left ventricle, during this contraction here, it's gonna squeeze and it's gonna send it, it doesn't have the aortic valve. It's not showing that, but the left ventricle here sends blood into the aorta through the aortic valve, and that's how it goes out to circulation. The aorta, see these go like up to like your head, neck. This is gonna go down to like the thoracic aorta, abdominal aorta. So your flow of blood is right atrium down to right ventricle, into the pulmonary artery, to the lungs. Lungs oxygenate, come back to pulmonary veins, go into the left ventricle, left atria, left ventricle, aorta.